Hello car lovers driving the Volvo EX30 Twin Ultra 2025. What to say about this vehicle? Well, first an overview. The Volvo EX30 is the best looking subcompact electric crossover on the market. You can get it in rear-wheel drive or optional all-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive produces 268 horsepower and 253 pounds of torque and does 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. The all-wheel drive produces 422 horsepower and 400 pounds of torque and does 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. That's quicker than a Ferrari F40. This car comes with a 69 kilowatt hour battery, though 64 kilowatts is usable. Base sound system has 5 speakers, 100 watts. The optional premium sound system has 9 speakers and 1040 watts. Rear wheel drive range is 420 kilometers. All-wheel drive, 402 kilometers. Level 3 charging is 153 kilowatts. There are 3 versions: Base, Core, Plus, and Ultra. Prices start at $57,000 and top out at $66,000. I think in Quebec with our long winters, you gotta go all in. All-wheel drive and the Ultra for $66,000. For those of you who charge level 2, there is an 11 kilowatt onboard charger and there is a heat pump for winter heating. Pilot Assist are the Volvo driving aids and they can be updated over the air, which is highly convenient. So this is a looker. There's just no question. I think that from the exterior styling, if that's what you're about, and I'm about exterior styling, I like a nice exterior style in all things in life, and I must say this one's a keeper. Beautiful. The color's beautiful. The rear end is beautiful. There's just everything is beautiful about the exterior of this car, and that's all I have to say about that. When I walked up to this car, it was beautiful. When I sat inside it, it's like all other electric vehicles in the $50,000 to $70,000 range. You get in, the seats are comfy. It's kind of like a nice flashy layout, and then the reality sets in, just like all the other electric vehicles, no exception in this price. You have here this styrofoam here paneling on the side, which is supposed to be, I'm sure there is some green thing about it, and it just makes me nauseous. Here we have hard, they're soft, but I mean, yeah, okay. Nice quality grip door handle, though I must say. It's still, we're still in the plastic box of the entry-level electric vehicle, and that's just the way it is. There's no getting around it. So Volvo making no miracles. However, it's not a slight against them. It's just the way it is. There is a big infotainment. I must say, in harsh sunlight, it is performing beautifully. It is I must say, in terms of the menus, it is of the average difficulty to navigate through. All right, I'm having the no more, no less problems. However, for the climate control, it's a goddamn mess. Small buttons on the bottom, lots of buttons here. Here I have the controls to raise and lower windows. Press on another button to bring the rear windows. The door locks are here. It's not evident from my elbow to get to. I mean, it was just so much more convenient here on my left-hand side. So here we have another innovation, non-innovation, right? It doesn't make our lives easier. It makes our lives more complicated, which I don't know why Volvo did that. Ross made the remark about the key. All right, so my the 2017 Acura TLX that I sold recently, well, it had a key fob, right? And I had my key, and I could open the doors, unlock the doors, unlock the doors without taking out the key. I could activate the vehicle without taking out the key. Volvo, they decided to that's too easy. We're gonna make it more complicated. There's a place there to put your key. It's right there, right now. There's a place specifically on the door, and Ross made the remark, and at night it's hard to find, right here on the door for the key. So that is a goddamn mess, no question. But those are really the only critiques. Really good sound insulation on the highway, and having such big wheels and being so quiet on the highway, and also versus the Polestar 2, which I test drove, and I did not buy. And one of the reasons why I didn't buy, because the suspension was so hard. It was driving a go-kart. This suspension, although on the firmer side, I must say is completely of a compliance, which fits perfectly well in the category. We're on the Montreal trailer. We're hitting them. Boom, boom. We're hitting those bumps. All right, and Volvo is taking them reasonably well. For this price, I'm totally satisfied with that. once again, the road and wind noise way above its price range, all right? In fact, it does better than everyone. And that's a serious... Seat comfort does better than everyone. So really, on some prime comfort elements, Volvo doing very well. Visibility in front's good. Here it's good. There it's half-assed. There it's a mess. And there it's okay. So this is the visibility in this beautiful vehicle. I'm feeling this is a complete package for the price. It is competitively priced when you think about it. The Model Y is the similar... is probably $10,000 more. You're going to get more space though, right? So you're going to get maybe a little bit more luxury there with the new model. But nevertheless, I think this is, you get what you pay for. It's an honest purchase. From a power point of view, my God, it just leaps forward. So very high level on the power. This ain't a Kia Niro electric there. It costs a bit more, but you're getting a lot more. So there you have it. So I must say, with this 400-ish kilometer of range, I'm okay with that range. 400 is the psychological barrier for me, or maybe that's about 250 miles in the US. In the winter, expect, maybe about 200, 250, and which is totally reasonable for this category. Of course, if you buy this vehicle, you need a charging station at home. I repeat it in every video because we get a lot of new viewers, and of course, we've been saying this now on Ross and I, and I know I've been harping away at it. If you don't have a charging station at home, just forget about these types of vehicles. Move along. You're not meant for it. Doesn't matter the charging infrastructure. That's not what it is. To have a good experience with an electric vehicle, you must have a charger at home, and that's all there is to it. This is a great second car, right? I think for the comfortable middle class family, you're gonna have like your gas powered vehicle for the weekend with the kids and all that, and you're gonna have this vehicle for going to work, going to get errands done, things like that. Very good. Of course, there's no space in the back. Very, very tight for space. I mean, I can barely sit behind myself. I mean, I have my knees, like they're almost up in my chin. I mean, I'm barely exaggerating, but I mean, that's the way it is. So really a 2+2 vehicle. And listen, some couples, when you're a short guy, you get a short chick and you have short kids. Well, this is your vehicle. I mean, you're going to be okay. 5'4", 5'5", this is happening. But anything a normal height, people, it's not going to work. And those are my thoughts. So I definitely recommend it on the lease. This is no problem. And I must say, Volvo, I haven't heard any problems from at least the medium-term reliability from these types of powertrains. So I have to recommend it on the purchase because by virtue of the lack of competition. And those are my thoughts on the Volvo EX Twin Ultra 2025. Sorry, I got to read it because it's just too much. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course, you should subscribe. And that is it.